All right, so it's the next morning, and I was here late into the evening after dark, probably 8:30, moving in stone, backfilling the culvert, and now there's still quite a lot to be done. One of the other big things that I'm planning on doing here is putting down driveway fabric all the way through, at least over the other culvert. So I want to say we've got at least maybe, I don't know, maybe 100 feet or so, maybe a little bit further. We won't mess with the hill. We'll put some water breaks, more water breaks in on the hill. Try to create some ditches off to the side, I think. But for now, I want to get this cleared up so we get rid of the mud that was creating all of the ruts. And I think we're going to do all right. The head wall, I might have to put in a head wall there, as we've got a pretty big flow coming into the to the culvert. So let's take a quick look at it, and then I'll tell you a little bit more as I'm showing you here what we need to do. So as I mentioned, I found that other pipe. It's just sitting there now. There was no way to really get that cleaned out. I couldn't find the other end either. And I think it went quite a ways up to the right over here because I just couldn't find it. So maybe as I start to dig down on that creek bed there a little bit to give a little catch basin, we'll find that. Right here's the joint. That was a huge issue with the straps, getting that thing together. Not something I'm looking forward to again. I might just buy couplers in the future, something that'll make that happen a little bit faster and easier. And I think you can do it even with like Gorilla Tape or something. So I'm gonna go back and get some old concrete packages that have hardened and put them under the end of this pipe here just to keep it from sagging or dropping, which might cause that connection to break. I'm also going to drive some T-posts in, and then I'm going to get rid of all of this barbed wire here all the way down through here and kind of clean up this edge so we have some room. On this side, that log kind of sits about 2 feet off the creek bank, so we've got some erosion coming in through there. And then back upstream, so we'll get these posts out. Got a couple more T-posts to pull. I'm gonna cut all this stuff out. My big goal is just to get this to not be muddy, a muddy mess for the winter. And I think we're pretty close to closing that out. Let's get to work. I'm not sure what this is, but nice and dry. We'll be coming back to cut that up for firewood through here. So we're going to do T-post pole number 2. This one, I don't have any more room to go forward because of that ditch. So we're gonna see what happens if we go backwards. I just have to make sure I can keep this chain tight when I pull away. So I'm gonna try wrapping that. I think that might actually do the trick. This one needed to go a little forward and backwards just because I didn't have the space, but pulling it backwards didn't really do the trick. So it took a little bit of pushing forward, pushing backwards, and constant pressure up, and that worked. So 2 down. Got 1 more to go. Just got back from up at the house, loading up this old concrete. You can see I've got entire bags that just got wet. There's a possibility some of the stuff down below here may have some dry stuff in it. I don't know. It's been undercover for a while, but it's pretty old. And we couldn't use it in the things that we wanted to use it in. So I think what I'm gonna try to do with this is use a couple pieces to build up the end of the culvert on the downhill side so that it never sags. And then also maybe dig around a little bit on the front here just to create a little bit of a, you know, rocky kind of hard wall, if you will. Try to keep the water from coming around, because right now the way that I've dug this, I need to backfill, and I want to use some stuff like this to do that. Let's get back at it. More dry stuff in there than I expected to see. I want to get this secured so it doesn't move back and forth as well. That'll hold there. As far as that's going to go. All right, I figured before I get into all of that and dump it in that hole, I'm gonna take some uphill, do it on the uphill side, see what we've got. Right on my toe. This is by no means perfect. I would have liked to actually pour that concrete, but I don't have any and I don't have time. Maybe we'll pour over that at some point, or maybe it'll do just fine. I'm gonna try to clean up in front of it to help create a swale for the water to travel. We're not too far from that now. Just need to dig it a little bit, backfill some stuff that I dug up earlier, fill behind me, and then get this road graded and leveled. We're headed in the right direction. All right, let's finish this where we started it. So yesterday we got in here, we had some bit of a ditch here that was holding water, missing drains that had been filled from years past, and the water just found a new route. We've now given it a new route through a 12-inch pipe. Still have some work to do around the head wall. Need to do some finished work around here on the end, just to make sure we've got a barrier here and we prevent any more erosion. Grading to do so we don't hold water, but looks pretty good. I got the rest of the fencing out, so I've widened it up significantly. So I want to say we were coming through about the width of the tractor, maybe 6 feet wide, 7 feet wide, and now we just put in about 26 feet of culvert. So I'd say we've easily got, 16 feet of pass through right here. I've got weed mat, I've got more stone. I think now that I've got it to this point, I'll fill the dump trailer and bring the dump trailer through when I start putting down stone instead of hauling it bucket by bucket. As I mentioned, was using the John Deere because I needed the backhoe. We'll get the Solace back into some action here before too long. Probably do the box blading with that. Yeah, I'm pretty pleased with it. I'm gonna give you one quick last glance at both ends of the pipe here, and leave your feedback, let me know what you think, but keep in mind this was a rushed job. I'm going out of town. I'll actually be at the Sunbelt Expo next week with Solace. Let me know your thoughts. I know it's not perfect. Nothing I do around here is perfect, but it should get the job done for the years to come. And when I get some more time, I'll touch it up. So let's take a quick last look. Thank you guys for watching. Thanks for hanging out. We got the downhill side here. Where is my pipe? It's there. There it is. So a little bit of cleanup work. I'll probably put some big rock down around there. And I'm definitely going to need to do something over here. I don't think we got any big rains coming, but that's what I've got temporarily. I'm going to shovel one last couple scoops of dirt out of here just so we don't just pack it full with dirt the first time it rains. And we'll get more work done on this little ditch here. But I think we're good enough for now. And yeah, thanks for watching. Have a good one.